Thank you for coming to the hackathon and building something great. I think it's truly amazing what's going on in our industry and how it's going to impact the larger world. I think those are some of the ideas I'd like to initially chat about, and then we can think about what we can all build together and how that can make a positive impact on society and the world in general. I think probably the initial idea to consider is what is the idea behind.
Oh yeah, it's going to happen, right? It's all going to happen, and it's going to happen. And guess what? It's going to happen this year still. You'll see. Yeah, you do. You do have enough. It was actually a really cool place to be. Still is. Just to be clear, I'm a super optimistic guy, but I at the same time see that for 5 years in a row, I'm like, this is the year, right? And I think the thing that's important for people in this industry is that they're psychologically able to deal with that reality. And if they're unable to deal with that reality and they have some expectation that keeps getting deflated, you can always get a job. You can always get a job. You can always get a job. Always get a job. Job. There's no reason you can't get a job if they can say to themselves, "Hey, that's what I'm going to do for the next few years of my life. 5 years, 10 years, however many years. 5 years, 10 years, however many years." That's going to be a tough road. The global financial markets don't care. They don't care at all. They don't even pretend to care. They're basically hoping. I think that's a decision that once people make that decision, it allows them to commit themselves more fully. But I don't think that's an approach. I think that's an approach for negative surprises. Something like that. Yeah, I don't exactly remember, but yeah, it was pretty. I actually find that it lets people stop worrying about whatever questions they have about whether it's going to happen or not, and it just provides a certain focus.
But at the end of the day, we are able to essentially take their money.
And it's going to happen, right? It's all going to happen, and it's going to happen. And guess what? It's going to happen this year still. You'll see.
For me, every year is this year, and everybody's making money. Everybody's very happy, right? Because they think their relationship with Chainlink is very clean cut. But once people experience enough flashpoints where they don't have an ability to really understand and manage the risk around their assets,
there's so many different things you could be doing. There's so many different opportunities.
No rational actor is going to choose something that's more risky, less reliable. We are able to essentially take their money most of the time.
So I pretty much knew that I could always do that. There's no reason you can't get a job. I don't even pretend to care. But the point is that
we have people completely dependent on Chainlink.
Like, for example, we're not going to make money, right? People come and say, we should make money. Like, no, we don't want to do that. Thank you. It's a great opportunity, but, we're very focused on this.
The extent of misunderstanding at the time was just at an all-time, high.
Different opportunities. The way we approach this actually is we have this kind of framework of negative surprises and give them what they deserve. A little bit less than 10 years. But the point is that I don't think that a lot of this stuff or certain parts of this are going to happen as quickly as people think. There are parts that are going to happen faster than people think, and there are parts that are going to happen slower. I think that's a decision that
crypto economic security and staking, which is kind of a mind-boggling idea.
I don't think that staking, and at the same time, you just have to be comfortable with a rapid succession of failures. So I think that's the overview that we have time for today. We'll be having more information and details about our research and all the work that we're doing here. But yeah, I mean, we talked about it. I think it's something that's gonna help anybody do what they need to do over the timeline that it's going to take for them to get to an outcome. They're in a timeline that, might not be realistic. And people need to be comfortable with that. And if they're not comfortable with that, then guess what? There's a huge budget for that.